Well, hello to my she's, gays, and theys. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are doing DISVENTURE CAMP HOT TAKES. And for once, I'm not alone doing this video. I have a very special guest that I have on my channel today. The one, the only, Corsa Corp!
Yeah!
Oh my goodness!
Hello! Hello everyone! My name is Corsa Corpse from the Corsa Corpse YouTube channel. I like DISVENTURE Camp and I really like Nick. He's pretty cool. Thank you so much for inviting me on today, Miranda.
Of course! Oh my goodness! I wouldn't be in the DISVENTURE Camp fandom if it weren't for you, so I thought it was only fitting that my first guest be you.
Yay! For those who don't know, we're gonna have a little bit of a history lesson because I said so. For those of you who don't know, me and Miranda have a little bit of history. Ooh.
We do.
We do. We met back in the trench years of 2021 where we were in lockdown.
Yes.
And we were originally bonded in the Super Danganronpa Another 2 fandom, which, by the way, Miranda made an amazing video about Super Danganronpa Another 2 plot twist. So if you haven't seen that yet, you should totally go watch it.
Thank you. Yes, go watch that video.
Yeah, it was a great video. And we bonded a lot over Danganronpa, My Hero Academia, Total Drama. And then, I don't know when it was, but I went to Miranda's DMs and I was like, hey, psst. There's this silly little Total Drama DISVENTURE Camp show that you should watch. It's really silly. And now here we are.
And now I'm here.
Now
I'm in the trenches again with you.
The trenches again. You can never escape.
I will never escape the trenches. So if you guys like this type of content and want to see more of it from us, leave us a like and maybe consider subscribing if you want. No pressure. I'm not going to force you.
Yes, pressure. Subscribe.
I was going to say, Corsa bite.
Do it now. You better click that subscribe button next to NewsieNikei's name. You know what? You better smash it. You know what? You don't have to smash it. You can gently caress it if you want to. But you better hit that like button and that subscribe button and the little bell notification so that you get notified every single time that NewsieNikei uploads because her videos are amazing.
Thank you. I'm getting like good cop, bad cop energy. All right, so with all the lollygagging out of the way, let's get into the video.
Yippee!
Okay, so we're gonna take turns reading off our hot takes and we're gonna ramble about it. This is completely unscripted. This is like podcast style that we're doing today. So which of us wants to go first?
You can start us off. This is your channel. It only makes sense that you start. Go ahead.
I am going to start with a point that is no longer true, but it was true at one point in my life. Y'all are gonna hate me, but I've redeemed myself. I'm better now. I've reformed. So, when I first watched DISVENTURE Camp, I may or may not have been a Gabby hater.
No.
Yeah.
That is second best girl.
I know, but hey, I've redeemed myself. I rewatched DISVENTURE Camp a billion times and I grew to really love Gabby, but back in the beginning I was like, her voice gets on my nerves and like she's just a little too eccentric for me personally. But now I'm like, no, I love Gabby. She's so sweet and I love her and she's so loyal. But like back in the beginning I was like a Gabby hater.
Oh my gosh. Just yesterday I was doing my podcast with Silly Billy and he said that he saw a lot of Gabby haters. I've never met a single Gabby hater in my life, and now back to back I've been hearing about Gabby hate and I'm like, wow, does Gabby really get that much hate? I thought she was super popular.
I'm pretty sure she is, but yeah, back in the day I just like, she just wasn't for me back then. But like I've come around on her and now she's in my top 10 now, so like we love character growth.
We love your character development. We are proud of you. And like, I guess in your defense, I can understand why Gabby might be disliked to some people because, you know, like she's a main focus character. She's super eccentric and in your face, and some people aren't like the biggest like fan of those types of characters.
Right, yeah.
She's very hit or miss, but you know, I can understand why people don't like her, but at the same time, why don't you like her? She's amazing. She's a queen.
I know, she's so great. I
She
don't
is
know what was
the
wrong with
DISVENTURE
me.
Camp queen. It's okay, you grew, and we're proud of you for that. We're proud of your
Thank
character
you.
development.
Thank you.
It's okay, I can forgive you for now.
For now.
Oh man, which one should I start with? Ooh. Okay. I think I should start with probably my biggest take. As all of you may know, I am the Nicholas Milton III CEO.
Yes.
He is my favorite DISVENTURE Camp character. I love him to bits and pieces. I will defend him to the grave.
Period.
And that's what I'm going to be doing here today. Because Nick is not a villain.
Ooh.
And I hate people calling Nick a villain.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go into this little deep dive rant real quick.
Yes, go for it.
Let's put yourself into the shoes of Nick. You're a sheltered guy who hasn't really left the house for most of his life and has little to no social experience. Sure, he can definitely act like an asshole, you know, like he's like, oh, come on, Will, it's not too high. Sorry, Derek, that was an incredible Nick impression. I don't know what you're talking about. But, you know, he can definitely be a little bit dickish, but I don't think he's malicious in any sort of way. You know, like, he was quick to form a bond with Lil, to get himself to interact with, like, Ashley and Will and form an alliance. And then problems automatically occur when Fiori comes crying to them, saying that Will was screaming at her, was yelling at her.
Yep.
And Nick, without a second bat of an eye, sided with Fiori. And a lot of people in the audience were like, oh, you know, Nick is an idiot for believing Fiori. Like, why would you?
Right.
And I think that's because we as the audience already know that Fiori is a liar.
Yes.
We already know that she's a villain, but Nick doesn't know that. Let's put yourself into Nick's shoes for a moment, okay? You don't know anything. All you see is a 6-year-old girl crying, saying that, you know, a young adult has been yelling at you, making you feel like that crap. You're obviously going to believe the little girl.
Period. Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like who wouldn't in that case? And the fact that Nick doesn't even question it, I think the fact that Nick doesn't even like bat an eye about it, and she's like, how could you talk to a little girl like that?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like when Will gets eliminated, he goes, you need some help, man, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that makes him a bad guy. Do I think he's a moron for not siding with his alliance? Yes!
Yeah, absolutely.
Do I think he's a malicious person? No! You know, like, especially compared to his beta version, which we don't talk about beta Nick.
We don't talk about beta but Nick.
We do not talk about him.
But like, you're so real for this take. Like, this is like, I'm 100% like, I agree with this totally.
Yes! Again, I will defend Nick to the grave. I love him
Nick.
so
Nick is
much.
Great.
I love Nick. He's my favorite DISVENTURE Camp character. And I hate that people make him out to be malicious and to like be a villain. I'm like, no, he's just an idiot. He's not
Yeah, he's just dumb.
He's a bit dumb. He's a bit of a he's just British, you know? I'd know.
He's sheltered.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd know because I am British, but I'm not British. I'm Australian. I'm not British. But yeah.
They're not the same.
Yeah, I'm not the same as those tea drinking blondes.
Those blondes.
The blonde. Oh, you're right there, chap. That is my first take, and it's that Nick ain't an asshole. He is an asshole, but he's not an asshole, you know what I mean?
He's just not a villain.
He's not a villain. He doesn't have any malicious intent. And that's on period.
Period. This next one, okay, this one's gonna stir the pot, alright? This is gonna anger some people.
Oh god.
So, I'm so sorry, but Tom and Jake are better off as friends.
Oh, Keith is not gonna like this one. Uh-oh.
Every time they try to get romantically involved, shit hits the fan. Every time. It was so much better in the beginning.
You know what, though? I 100% agree with you.
Period!
I 100% agree!
Yes!
Like, you know, I really liked how at the end of season 1, you know, Tom and Jake, like, kind of make up, and they hug, and my initial reaction was like, oh, maybe Tom and Jake are gonna rekindle as friends in All Stars, and maybe, it's like, they'll develop more there, but obviously, we all know that's not the case.
God, I wish that's how it went.
Jake, okay, listen, Jake, I love you so much, but he's not your boyfriend, okay? Stop it.
Like, leave Aiden alone.
Literally, but, yeah, I fully agree with you on that one. I don't think Keith is gonna be very happy.
Oh no, the Tom Jake fandom's gonna kill me. But but like, I just enjoyed their earlier interactions in not All Stars, in season 1 a lot better than their later ones, because as soon as they started to get more romantic, that's when the toxicity and the problems started to arise, and shit hit the fan. So I just liked them better in the beginning when they were just like civil and just like friendly with each other, and the ending to season 1 was like a really good ending for them.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. They could have just completely ended it right there and it would have been perfect.
Listen, the season 1 finale for Disventure Camp is like perfection.
It's so good.
It's perfect. Like, you couldn't change anything about it and it'd still be perfect. And I do completely agree with you, because it's like as soon as things started getting romantic is when both of them kind of started showing off their flaws, especially Jake more than Tom.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like throughout season 1, Tom is seen to be a lot more perfect. Don't get me wrong, he definitely does have like a few flaws.
Yeah.
But we don't really start to explore Tom's flaws until All Stars, where he's seen to have a lack of communication.
He's got big communication issues.
Yeah, literally, which is funny considering he was like, "Talk to me, Jake."
Yeah, dude, what's up with that hypocrisy?
Jake, please. Talk to me,
Please,
Jake.
you need to talk to me.
But yeah, and also, Jake having like trauma and mental health issues, and that didn't start like, affecting their relationship until things got more romantic, I feel.
Right.
But yeah, that is definitely a spicy take, but honestly, I agree 100%.
I love that for us. I love that we're agreeing.
Yes. We're sharing brain cells right now.
We really are. We are the two brain cells.
Yes! Now, this one isn't necessarily a hot take, per se. I feel like it kind of fit the theme of the video, so that's why I put it down. It's more of a suggestion or opinion that I think needs to get floated around in the Disventure Camp community.
Okay.
Because one of the most popular discussions that I've seen for All Stars is, who should go to the finale? It's a valid question. It's a very popular question within the Disventure Camp, Total Drama, elimination game community. Who would you want to see in the finale?
Dude, I actually did put my final 3 predictions in here, so
ooh, did
we
you
can go over
really?
those too. Yes, I did.
Okay, I didn't put final 3. I only put final 2.
Okay, that's fair.
But I think a Gabby versus Yul finale would be awesome.
Oh my god, we're on the same fucking wavelength. I'm telling you.
No way. I
put Gabby or Tom, Alec, and Yul or Gret.
Yeah. Okay. Final 3 with Yul. Actually, would Gret make it to the final 3 with Yul? I don't know about that.
I think it's either gonna be Yul or Gret.
Yeah. Bro. We're so
in
brain.
sync. We're so in sync.
We share brain cells. See, guys, I told you. We are linked. We are one.
We are one being right now.
I think a Gabby versus Yul finale would be so, like, chaotic and fun. Especially since they're both, like, the opposite ends of chaotic,
It would
too.
be so fun.
Gabby's the good chaotic. Yul is the asshole chaotic.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
I think they would be a really fun final 2. And as for a final 3, like what you said, Alec or Tom, I honestly really want to see Alec make it again really far.
I know, me too. He was robbed last time. He was robbed.
Alec was robbed.
He's playing so fucking well this season. He has to do good, but I'm scared to root for him because he did well last time. So I don't know. Fuck.
You never know. But then again, he has
the struggles of being an Alex fan.
Literally. But like, I think he is gonna get far because, first of all, he has a very big story that still needs to be unwrapped, right?
Main character energy.
Literally! Don't mind Alec just casually carrying all of All Stars right now on his back.
Period,
exactly. But like, not only does, like, Alec is one of the characters who learnt from his past mistakes. Like...
He's like the only one who did that.
Okay, maybe not probably the only one that we know of so far. But he learned from his past mistakes and he understands where he went wrong. And he's already, he's been forming a bit of an alliance bond with Miriam, the evil duo which we never expected, but I full on love.
I kind of love it, honestly.
And then, of course, we have the bisexuals.
Yes!
Con Alec!
Yes! The Dilfs.
Con Alec!
The Dilfs.
The Dilfs? I don't know about that one, Chief. I I don't know if Connor is Dilfy. I know the DC
He's
Sam
kinda-
is gonna
he's-
have me on a stake for that one, but I don't know about that.
Kind of Dilfy. He kind of is.
I don't know. I don't know, man. Listen, I am
not
very...
not as Dilfy as Alec, but
Listen, a lot of the Disventure Camp fandom knows that I was a Connor hater. And I say was because actually I don't think I've said this on video yet.
ooh.
But I like Connor now.
Yeah,
I like
me too.
Connor.
Him and Alec just have such good chemistry. Like, they really do.
Yeah. I love this conversation. I think if Connor and Alec didn't interact, then I really wouldn't give a shit about Connor. But I think that's such an interesting dynamic to explore that really does open up both of their characters and like their morals and their, you know, and their like past and stuff.
Yeah.
And I think there is going to be more to Connor because if you remember in the finale of Disventure Camp Season 2, when he's helping Rhea, like Rhea is kind of like, oh, you don't know what it's like to blah blah blah, and then he goes, you don't know what I've been through.
Oh yeah.
You know,
that's
so I'm like,
right.
maybe some Connor backstory. How did this go from finale talk to Con Alec?
Yeah. I was bitter when Connor got picked for All Stars over Rosa. I was bitter. I was so upset. But now I'm like,
That was me.
now
with,
I'm thriving.
Connor
Now I
and Nick.
love this. This is great.
I know. Jace Hansen was like to me, come on, Corza, you just gotta give it time. You'll trust us. And I'm like, I don't know. Nick had a lot of potential.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I don't know about that one, Chief. But you know what? He was right. I can admit that I was wrong. It's okay.
We love that. We love growth.
I can admit that I was slightly incorrect.
We love growth.
Just a little bit, though.
So is it technically my turn, I guess?
Yes,
Okay.
it's your turn. It is your
Because
turn.
the final 3 predictions was gonna be one of my hot takes, so I guess I don't know.
Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. That was a joint take.
We share brain cells. That is the moral of the story.
This one I'm excited to talk about, and I'm gonna talk about it in another video too.
Ooh.
But this is probably like one of my hotter takes.
Uh-oh.
Not like it's not gonna stir the pot, but it's just a really out of the box like opinion that
Okay.
probably not a lot of people have.
Okay.
Lil is S tier.
Yes!
Lil is S tier.
I love Lil.
Lil is mother.
She is queen.
I absolutely adore her. And like I know that she wasn't gonna get picked for All Stars. I know that was not gonna happen. But like I want to see her in All Stars so bad. I miss her. I miss Lil.
So do I. Oh my god, we share a brain.
We really do.
Lil is so underrated, you know? Like, I think she genuinely was so, like, a fun protagonist to follow within the first half of Disventure Camp Season 1.
Yes.
And I think, like, you know, like, her being able to catch on to Fiore, people are like, oh, how could she do that? It's like, you know, she worked with kids, like, Fiore's age, and immediately she can sense things are off just from Will's elimination, because, you know, Fiore is using words like hallucinations.
Right.
And it's like, how does a 6-year-old know what that means? You know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like Fiore was saying that Will was delusional and suffering hallucinations. She's like,
Right.
no 6-year-old knows that.
Yeah. It's not giving 6-year-olds.
Yeah, it's giving demon child.
But it was like their rivalry between Fiore and Lil was so interesting and so compelling, and I'm mad we didn't get more of it.
I know, like Lil and Ashley for All Stars.
Yes,
please.
you can't have one without the other, really.
Yeah.
They were a duo.
Don't get me wrong, I do love Jake and Ashley together.
Yeah.
But I just think Lil and Ashley were the iconic.
They were the
duo.
ones.
They worked together. They got eliminated together. They went out together.
The girlies.
They believed in each other. You know, like they. The way I'm describing it, sounds like a love story. And I'm kidding. But you know, I love them. I love Lil. She's so
Oh my god.
underrated.
Yes, and I also just love Lil's voice actor, Kenkoi. Her voice is literally
Oh my God.
so fucking nice.
It's like ASMR, bro.
It's so good. It's so good.
Kenkoi is she's such a talented voice actress.
She's such a queen.
Shout out to you.
Yes, Kenkoi, what a queen, what a slay. We love you.
We love you. I'm so excited to hear her in Reality Resort, man.
Oh my god,
I'm
it's
so
gonna be amazing.
excited.
Yes.
I love Lil.
I love Lil so much.
One of my biggest sins as a DISVENTURE CAMP fan artist is that I haven't done a proper drawing of her. I promise that after this video is done, I will draw Lil. I
have refueled your desire to draw Lil.
Mm-hmm. Because my friend CritCat was like, is like probably Lil's biggest fan. She loves Lil, like
slay
to bits and pieces. And I promised her like a month ago that I was going to draw Lil, and then I forgot, and this just reminded me. So I promise I'll do it.
Yes!
I promise.
That means you should follow Corsa Corpse on Instagram so you can actually see the art.
Ooh, that would be pretty swell.
Pretty swaggy, pretty cool.
That would be pretty epic. And you know what else you should do, guys? You should also go to my YouTube channel and subscribe.
Yes. Maybe you'll get a speed paint. Who knows?
Maybe. You're giving me ideas, bro. Listen, I'm making a review. I'm not going to say what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
A little teaser for my next video.
Ooh.
I'm doing a retrospective video on an old Total Drama fan series from 2015.
Ooh.
Like one of the first Total Drama fan animations.
Oh my god.
If you know what it is, then you know what it is. I'm not going to say what it is.
If you know, you know.
Yeah. And I promise that during the end card, I will do a quick speed paint of Lil. I will post it there. So keep your eyes out for that.
Better watch the whole video when it comes out. Watch the whole freaking thing.
Please, it's taken me like 2 days to edit so far. It's like 20 minutes long. But yes, Lil Supremacy.
Yes, yes, period.
Okay, what should I do next? Ooh, okay. You know, we've been having a lot of discussion about DISVENTURE Camp Season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to Season 2 for a second, and let's talk about Hunter.
Ooh,
Hunter is a very, black or white character. Either you love him or you hate him. I've never seen any sort of in-between. And whenever I have started a discussion asking why people hate Hunter, they always say, he gets such an ego halfway through the show. He gets such an ego. And I'm like, bitch, where?
Where's the ego?
What ego?
What are you talking about?
I don't think Hunter has an ego. That is my take. And I'm going to expand on that a little bit, okay?
Okay, yeah.
What people mean by Hunter gets an ego is during episode 6 of season 2, the challenge where they have to survive a night in the woods and they're paired up with one other person. Hunter is paired with Lake. And, Lake is trying to talk to him and he's just, not really interested. And then in the confessional, I don't remember exactly what he says, but he says something along the lines of, if a love triangle is, chaotic, then a love square would be worse. And people
I forgot about that.
And people are like, Hunter, not everyone wants to date you. Which I do think is really funny. But I don't think that was a whole ego boost. I don't think he was thinking all the girls must think I'm so hot.
Yeah.
No, that's not what he was thinking. I feel like people tend to forget that Hunter was a very closed off person.
Right.
In the finale, he mentions how he lived with his mom for most of his life and he didn't really make friends. So I think he was just super anxious about the possibility of it expanding into a love square.
Yes.
That he was just he didn't want to talk to anyone else because of that that thought of, oh shit, what if it gets worse and expands into a love square?
Man's just wanted friends. He just wanted friends.
Yeah, he wanted friends, but instead he got 2 girlfriends instead. I'm and I feel like I would be like that too. If I had 2 people who were openly crushing on me, and then some third person who I've never talked to before is being super close and friendly, I'd be like, okay, no, please, not another
out of
one.
instinct, you'd be like, oh god, wait.
Yeah, I don't think he was oh god, not another one. I think he was
Yeah.
oh no, what if it gets worse? And people are saying that he has an ego, and I don't think he does. I just think he was super, he was nervous in the moment, and I think I would be too.
That's, yeah. You're very real for that, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm surrounded by all these pretty women.
Yeah, I usually don't, really discuss Season 2, because Season 2's cast just doesn't hit the same way as Season 1's does.
That's fair.
Like, most of my takes are season 1 / All-Stars based. But I like the variety. I like the variety that we're getting with season 2.
I think that was my only season 2 hot take.
I never really thought of Hunter that way. Like, you said that you've never encountered anyone who's neutral with Hunter. I am neutral with Hunter. I really don't have an opinion on him.
You are the in-between.
I am the in-between. It's me.
It's you. I am the Hunter lover. I love Hunter.
I respect that.
I think he's probably my favorite season 2 character, I think.
I literally couldn't tell you who my favorite character from season 2 was. I couldn't tell you. They're all the same in my brain.
They're all the same. But I think like top 3 season 2 characters, but going on a bit of a side rant for a second. Top 3 season 2 characters for me would be like Rosa Maria. Like, Rosa Maria and Hunter are, like, first and second, because I can't choose, like...
Yeah.
I love them both equally. And then third is Kai.
Period.
I love Kai. He's so dumb.
He's so stupid. I love him.
He's so silly.
If I had to pick 3, I'd probably go, like, Rosa, maybe Lake, and, like, oh god, maybe Yule. I don't know.
Yeah. Season 2 is a very mixed bag, I feel like.
It really is.
They're both overdeveloped and underdeveloped. I feel like that's the biggest problem, you know?
Yeah, dude. Some of them are developed really well and almost, like, too well, and then others are, like, not developed nearly enough.
Yeah. Looks at Kai and Rosa Maria. But that's a whole conversation for a whole nother day.
Yes, it's a whole other video.
But yeah, that's my take. Hunter isn't egotistical. He's just he just needs to touch grass.
He's just anxious.
He's an emo guy. I fell in love with
boy.
an emo girl. Which he did do. He did fall in love with her.
He did. Okay. Alright, this is an all-star take. And this might change as All-Stars progresses, but this is like an as of right now take. Before I continue on with this take, yes, I acknowledge the fact that this take that you're about to hear aged like milk. So, yeah, this was before episode 4. This was before it came out, before we watched it. So, please don't yell at me.
As of episode 1, 2s, and 3's release, okay.
Yes. Out of the entire cast so far, I think Ashley has the least amount of development and is kind of maybe might be an early boot.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be... Okay. This may be where we disagree a little bit. This may be where we disagree.
Yes, let's get some discussion going,
Yes, okay. I definitely agree on the point that Ashley is underdeveloped, 100%. But I remember in the 3rd episode, we were getting hints at an Ashley backstory.
We were.
You know, when her and Jake were under the water. So I think they're definitely building up to something. And again, it's like you said, you know, as of the first 3 episodes of like what, a 20-episode season. So it makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll give you the benefit of the doubt that right now I do agree she has been very underutilized.
Yes.
I can agree with that.
Definitely.
But I do definitely think there is going to be more to her this season. Do I think she's gonna win? No. And I honestly think it'll be very pandering if she does win.
Way too pandering, yeah.
I'd be a bit annoyed if she does win. I mean, unless it's developed well. For all we know, she could be a really good winner. But right now, I don't think her as a winner would be interesting. I think it's predictable because, let's be real, a good 75%, you know what, higher, and a good 85% of DISVENTURE Camp fans want Ashley to win All-Stars. And, you know, I get why she's so popular. She's likable, she's a good person, she has good morals. And I really do think, like, her design and voice actress also really does, like...
Amazing.
Is what makes her so popular amongst the community. It makes sense.
Like, this is not Ashley slander. I love the chick. I love Ashley. She's giving E, she's giving Ha. I love her. Slay.
Yeah.
But right now...
I totally understand where you're coming from, because when it comes to season 1 of DISVENTURE Camp, I do definitely think that Ashley is a little overrated. Don't get me wrong. I think she's very fun.
Yes.
I think she's a very fun character, and I understand why she is very popular within the community, like I said before. But she had a very small role.
Yes.
And I feel like she could have done more with her time on the show. And I think they could have done more with her. And I think that's what they're going to be doing this season, you know, with Jake, she's gonna have a little side story with Jake, helping him out with like his feelings, because you know, like, while another little bit of a side tangent, like, while Jake has like, you know, these kind of controversial feelings, I guess, while Ashley doesn't like outright agree with everything that he thinks and feels, she validates him. And, like, she's like, you know, like, your feelings are valid.
Yes.
But yeah. I don't think anything is going on between Aiden and Tom, but your feelings and emotions for feeling this way are valid.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, she's like, you know, if there is something going on, then I'm going to help you. And I think that's awesome. Like,
that's, yeah, really
I think
sweet.
Ashley has a lot of potential, but right now, I do definitely think that she's underdeveloped, and I really do think that they need to do more with her in order for her to make an impact.
They need to give her another bond besides Jake.
Yeah, because one of my biggest pet peeves with Ashley getting picked for All-Stars is because I was under the impression that if Ashley was going to get chosen, then they'd also bring back someone from the Alliance. So they'd bring back Lil, Nick, or
And then
Will.
they didn't!
And then they didn't. And, you know, like in the poster, she was by herself. So I'm just like, how is she going to get through this game with no allies? And don't get me wrong, she has Jake right now.
Right.
But that's all, you know? She's not
that's it.
gonna trust Fiori again. She hasn't really made that much of an effort to bond with, like, Ali or Hunter. She's alone. Like, she has Jake. That's it. If Jake's gone, then she's by herself again.
And that was kind of the mistake she made in the first season, because she really just only hung out with Lil, and that bit her right in the ass when they needed Ellie, but they weren't close enough to convince her to not vote Lil out.
Yeah, because that alliance really did exclude, like, Ellie and Alec.
It really did, and that bit her right in the ass.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's making the same mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we do agree. I don't know,
You
but
slightly agree.
yes, like 50, like I can understand 50% of your argument. I do definitely think Ashley needs to do more.
Yes.
Because she is a little bit overrated, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I know. Okay, hey, put down your pitchforks.
We love Ashley in this house.
Yes, this isn't slander, but she needs to do more.
Yes. And if she continues at the rate that she's going right now, which I'm not saying she will, but if she does, early boot potential.
I think Ashley would be a good mid-merge character.
Yes.
I think she'd be really good to either make it to like final 7 at most.
Yes.
Or maybe final 5, but I don't think she should go any further than that.
Period. And I was having a conversation with someone on Discord about this is a side tangent, but like I was telling someone that like Fiori is probably going to make it to merge by the skin of her teeth and then get out immediately after merge starts.
Yeah.
That was my guess. But someone was like, no, Fiori's gonna go all the way, she's gonna win. And I'm like, no, she's not.
She's fucking not.
No, she's not.
They're going to not make the same mistake again, and they're gonna vote out the fucking child.
Exactly.
As soon as they can.
Like, yes, she has help, but that help is not going to last her all the way to the finale. It's not.
Like, oh, whoop-de-doo, she has Miriam and Alec, okay?
She has grandmother and father. Like,
oh my god. And it's like, you know, all the season 1 cast still know of what she did.
they know you ain't shit, girl.
Literally. Except maybe Tom, I don't know.
I don't
He's
know.
a little silly.
He's a little himbo, he's a little silly goofy.
Sorry for the Tom slander, I swear. He's like my 3rd favorite character. I just really like
love
bullying him.
Tom so much, but he's so easy to make fun of.
He really is. He's like Nick. I love bullying my favorites for some reason.
Yes, it's the best.
Is there anything else that you want to add on to your Ashley take? Because I feel like I kind of took over that one. I'm sorry.
No, you're so good. Like, that's pretty much all I had to say. But this take could very easily change in the future. We don't know how Ashley's gonna go, and yes, there is probably going to be some backstory associated with her. It's just, as of right now, she kind of feels like a more minor character in comparison to, like, say, Alec, you know?
Yeah. She doesn't really she has that support character energy. She's a lot like Rose
She does
Maria.
have support character energy.
Yeah. We want to see her be a main character.
Interact with other people, Ashley!
Yeah. Ooh, now, okay, my final 2.
Ooh.
Now, I have one that's probably gonna make you pretty mad.
Oh no.
So should I save that one for last, or should I say that one now?
I think you should save that one for last.
Okay. Now this take, you already know loud and clear.
Oh, here we go.
Dan fucking sucks! Why is he so popular? Actually, I know why he's popular. It's because everyone loves Genesis. I understand. Genesis is the best.
We love Genesis, but we don't like Dan.
But Dan fucking sucks.
Dan sucks.
He's so mid. Purple NPC looking ass.
Michael
I hate
Afton
him.
ass.
Stop. I hate him so much.
William. I meant William Afton looking ass. Listen, I don't play FNAF. I just watch Game Theory, okay?
Okay, now, listen. Okay, first of all, Dan is fucking boring, okay?
He's so
He
bland.
literally does nothing. Like, if you're gonna change the elimination order, that's cool, right?
Right,
But
right,
give
right.
him something to do.
Yeah.
He did literally nothing. Sure, he had a few interactions with Gabby, and then he immediately threw that friendship to try and vote her off in the second episode, which makes sense in, like, a game standpoint, right?
Yes.
Which, I can't hate that. But, like, other than, like, having a few squabbles with Gabby, he talks to Jake, like, twice, and Tom, like, twice because of what happened with Drew.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just see him, like, acting like a spoiled brat for the rest
Like,
of the
literally for the
game.
whole rest of the time.
Yeah, he's like, actually. Like,
He does
I
give
still get
actually.
so mad when in episode 3, Jake is like, you know, getting stressed out to go like sit in a graveyard, right?
Right.
Which makes sense because of like trauma, especially with like his grandmother and stuff and like his grandfather. And then Dan's like, what the hell was that? Or he's like, oh, come on. And he throws a little hissy fit every single time someone doesn't, like, do something.
Yeah.
But his fear is, like, spiders. That's, like, the widest fear ever.
Yeah.
Oh, you're afraid of a spider? Well, guess what, bitch? I live with spiders every single day. I live in Australia. Get on my level, okay?
Literally. Grow some balls. Like, actually.
Grow a pair. And then later on, like, again, he's all, like, hot shit, be like, oh, what the hell was that? And then again, in, like, episode 4, he has to fucking, like, fight Ashley. He tries to hit her. She immediately grabs onto the dueling stick and just pushes him in the water with no hesitation.
The fucking noise that he makes, too, is so good.
Like, the little...
Yeah.
Like, bro, stop acting like you're hot shit because you're not.
literally not. You're irrelevant.
And literally, he's so irrelevant. And then after all of that, he's like, okay, Gabby, you should totally vote with us to vote off Ellie. And even though I'm not the biggest Ellie fan, I just get so much gratification watching his elimination and just hearing him be like, why did you waste your totem on Ellie?
Gabby didn't waste shit. I don't know.
You know, Gabby be like, because she treats me like a person, unlike you, bitch. And I'm like, yes, like Gabby, woo!
Get him out of here.
Bite his ass. That, like, angry, like, pissed off look.
Yes.
That he does, like, at the camera while Ellie's like, thank you so much for saving me. And then Dan just, like, looks at the camera, like, just gives, like, the biggest,
Like, are you seeing
fucking
this shit?
serious face. Like, literally, are you seeing this shit right now? I fucking hate Dan, man. I get so mad every single time I hear someone comment on my videos, Dan has more potential than Nick in All Stars. And I'm like,
Dan Nation.
bitch, where?
Where is the potential? What are you talking about?
Exactly. Like, at least Nick had a backstory, right?
Yeah.
He has the key ingredients to be developed and expanded upon. What about Dan? Ooh, he has a sister.
Rad.
Cool.
Love that for you.
He talked to Gabby twice. So did Tom. He talked to Gabby a few times.
Tom and Gabby are the fucking best. Like, it's no comparison.
Yeah. Dan, you stink.
Tomato, tomato.
Ooh. So oh god, I probably just pissed off like all of DISVENTURE Camp Twitter. I'm so sorry.
Genesis, we're sorry.
Listen, Genesis, you're like my bestie.
We love
Dan
you.
is not, though.
But Dan can go.
Listen, okay. I'm gonna say this real quick. Whenever I talk shit about a fictional character, I am in no way spreading hate to their voice actor.
Absolutely not.
Voice
Yeah.
actors are not their characters. I feel like DISVENTURE Camp fans tend to forget that sometimes. So just remember that if we're ever slandering a character, We're not talking about their voice actors. They're
Nope.
not connected.
Nope, not at all. Not at all. They are just the voice. They are not the character themselves.
I drew Genesis like twice, okay? I do not hate him.
Nah, we love Genesis.
Yeah. But yeah, I hate Dan.
I spit at you. Okay, this is my last take. So we'll do this one and then you'll do your last one. That'll be it. Okay, so this take makes me very nervous and it makes me sad because I don't want it to be true. Because it's kind of like a prediction, I guess. Not really a hot take, but it's a very scary prediction. But considering what happened in the last episode with episode 3 with Ellie and Lake, I'm a little worried about Gabby and Ellie. I'm a little worried.
Oh, you don't think Gabby and Ellie are gonna work?
If Ellie continues down this path, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree with that as well.
Yes!
I really do. Especially because, like, you know, in season 1, we saw a lot of Tom and Jake's flaws.
Yeah.
And Gab Ellie were kind of, like, seen as this sort of, like...
the vastly superior couple.
Yeah, like the superior lesbians.
Yes, absolutely.
But you can kind of see, like, Ellie's flaws, and she's kind of controlling towards Gabby. You know, like in the episode 3 elimination, she's like, oh, Gabby and me are gonna be voting for Lake. And then Gabby looks kind of like, you know, upset.
Yeah, but what if Gabby didn't want to vote for Lake? What if she didn't want to vote for Lake?
Yeah, like she wanted to work together. And like, you know, like she'll defend her when she does something, when she is like in the right, you know, when she's like, oh, yeah. When she tells Tom, you know, like Ellie's been trying to save you all afternoon.
Right.
You know, like that makes sense.
Yes.
But I'm worried for them, man. I just want Gabby to be happy.
Scared. I feel as though if Gabby breaks it off with Ellie, I think that's going to be like Ellie's wake-up call to be like, oh, fuck, I'm being an awful person. I need to stop what I'm doing and like change something about myself right now.
Yeah, especially because like in more of the second half of DISVENTURE Camp Season 1, like the game really does get to her.
It really does.
It makes sense because of her like home situation.
Yes.
But you know, like, she puts her morals aside for a cash prize, like Lake says.
Yes.
And especially this happens after Gabby is eliminated. Except now Gabby is here to see, like, all of it in action.
Yeah.
You know, like, first of all, with the interviews, how she slandered Jake and Tom and Ashley and Miriam.
I feel like Gabby was giving Ellie the benefit of the doubt at the time.
Yeah, because, you know, she did need the money from those interviews.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a bad thing to do, but it's like, you know, she's in a financial situation where she could get money.
Mm-hmm.
I can understand that. Doesn't excuse what she did.
No.
But I understand what, like, her mindset of that action. But it's like, you know, she's now seeing what she's doing and how she's playing firsthand.
Yes.
So I feel like that will expand their relationship a bit more and also expand Gabby as a character.
Yes. Yes. Gabby growth.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Gabby growth.
Absolutely. Gabby is my 5th favorite DISVENTURE Camp character. I love her.
Gabby is so slay.
It's kind of like what you said too. Like maybe Ellie can finally pull her head out of her ass.
Literally, yes. No more of this morally gray shit. Like
literally. Ellie is a very mixed character for me. I love her writing.
I love Ellie, personally. That's
like, if this is on a writing aspect, then Ellie is one of my favorite characters.
Oh, absolutely.
On a personality aspect, I can't stand her. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She's such a black and white character for me.
Yes.
And I think that's the point.
That's the entire point.
She's in this financial situation that she's trying to get out of. However, she's bending her morals to do it. You know, like, she's playing dirty to try and fix her life.
She's playing smart, but she's playing dirty.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? And I do definitely think that she is a hypocrite.
Oh, totally.
You know, like, especially in episode 12, how she's going off at Alec being like, oh, you're the last one who should be talking about getting betrayed. When just like 2 episodes prior, she took advantage of Jake's trust and then said, you know, maybe you wouldn't be so annoying if your boyfriend cheated on you or something like that. I don't remember exactly what she said.
Oh, God, not the episode 12 trauma.
It's your favorite DISVENTURE Camp episode. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's my favorite episode. Yeah, totally.
But
I don't know if that's a hot take, but episode 12 sucked.
Oh, really? You're not a fan of episode 12?
It was so disappointing.
Oh, that's where we disagree, buddy.
You like that episode?
I love episode 12. Yeah.
What?
I thought it was great.
No, it was like the challenge was bland. Freaking Alec got eliminated. Ellie was a fucking hypocrite.
This literally segues perfectly into my next and my final hot take.
Yes, let's hear it.
And I said that this was gonna make you sad.
It probably will. It's probably gonna make me sad. Yep.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yep. Hit me.
Fiore's betrayal to Alec is not out of character, and it makes so much sense. Okay.
Oh no, I don't disagree with that. That's so true. It's devastating.
Don't get me wrong, I was also sad. It is devastating. But I hate it when people say that it was out of character for Fiori.
It was not out of character. It made total sense for her. That's why it sucks.
Exactly. Especially because, like, an episode prior, episode 11, which is my least favorite DISVENTURE Camp episode, by the way. Episode
Really?
11, yeah. Other than the Fiori
What?
and Alec interactions, I fucking hated it.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yep.
Oh my god. No, I love episode 11.
Of course you would. You're an Alec and Fiore fan. You are the Alec and Fiore fan.
It made me cry.
Listen, you can slander me all you want, but I drew you on, okay?
No, you not liking episode 11, that's the hot take.
But I see so many people saying that Fiore's betrayal made no sense, it came out of nowhere, yada yada yada. You're just saying that because you're mad that she didn't get, like, the character growth. And it's because, like, and in a way she does get growth.
She does.
She does get growth because she realizes that, she's formed a bond with Alec and she cares about him. Like in episode 11, she goes like, I can't believe I cared about him. That's so weird.
Yeah.
And I know that a lot of people were thinking that Fiore was going to sacrifice herself to Alec in
She was
the
not
final
gonna
four.
do that. What do you mean?
Literally. And I'm like, Fiore has been fighting this whole time. She got like,
Have
what?
you met Fiore? Are you kidding?
got, like-
I've never heard that.
Really?
No, I've never heard anyone say that. What?
It was everywhere, especially on Instagram and the Discord, bro. General Discord.
I heard the take that Alec would betray Fiore, but not that.
Really?
Yeah.
Because people were like, oh, Fiore's gonna get her character development. And I'm like, bitch, no.
No, she's
No.
not. What are you talking about?
She's a demon. But it's like, she got like, what, every character except for Drew and Dan out.
Yeah.
And I think Gabby as well. I don't remember. But, like, she nearly got out every single character in the cast. There's no fucking way that she's going to stop that there. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, she's going to the top.
She's going all the way.
Yeah. Like, she doesn't care who she has to use or leave behind.
Like, if anything, she might get a tiny little redemption arc in All-Stars, if anything.
I definitely think that she will get some sort of redemption arc in All-Stars, especially, like, like we saw in episode 2. She's like, oh, no one in the team likes me, I don't know what to do. And Alec is like, oh.
It was so sad.
Can you blame
I felt
them?
so bad.
And, like, she actually genuinely looks sad when Alec says to her, like, you're not gonna fool me again, and walks away. Like, you can see she actually does look sad.
Yes, and I made a whole edit about it.
Literally. Damn, you are like the Fiore, Alec, father and daughter, CEO.
It's me.
I don't know what to
It's
call
me.
that, but it's you. But, Fiore, she came to win. She gets these feelings, and she doesn't like that. Because she came to win and nothing else.
Exactly.
And if it means that she has to sacrifice that friendship that she made, it's also pretty, like, heartbreaking because, we know that her parents don't love her.
Exactly.
Don't get me wrong, I probably wouldn't either. But
Yeah, you're real for that one.
I probably wouldn't either. But, like, it is sad because it's like the first adult figure in her life who
Doesn't think she's a monster.
who
Yeah.
respects her and treats her well. And then, she chooses to throw that away for the money. But it makes sense.
And it makes total sense. And it's so sad because trauma.
Yeah, like, she came to win.
Yep.
Feelings are for weak people. Like, okay.
Yes.
Emo, but okay.
Yeah, the reason it hurt so bad was because it made sense.
Yeah. So I saw so many people being like, oh my god, this is so out of character for Fiori. And I was like, bitch, where?
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 Perfectly in character.
Yeah. So yeah, that is my final take.
All right. And that is all of our hot takes.
Already?
Yeah. We've been filming for almost like an hour.
Oh my god, it's been 56 minutes?
Yes.
You're going to have a field day editing this one, I can already imagine.
I'm going to have a great time. This is going to take a while, but it's all good. It's going to be so much fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh my god, it has been an absolute dream and a pleasure. This has been so much fun. But yeah, self-plug. Do all the self-plugs right now.
Oh, I get self-promotion? Yippee, yippee, yippee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hello, I'm Corps. You can find my YouTube channel at Corps, where I talk about Disventure Camp, Total Drama, Danganronpa, and overall just whatever I want to talk about. Whenever I want to talk about it. So it's also there. And you can also see some of my art stuff there. And speaking of art, if you do want to see more of my art-related content, you can follow me on my Instagram at Corps, all in lowercase, where I post a lot of Disventure Camp fan art and other fan art and some stuff about my OCs. And if you do like my art and you're like, man, I would love it if this Corps person could draw blah 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 for me, well, you're in luck because I also have my art commissions open.
Yes.
If you'd like me to draw for you, then I will do it if you pay me.
Slay. Get that bag.
Yeah. And you know what else? Speaking of self-promotion, you know what else you guys should do? You should definitely subscribe to NewsieNikei at youtube.com.
Oh, thank you.
Because, like, joking aside, Miranda is a very talented person. She brings in a lot of interesting commentary and ideas that is very, very fun. She's a very talented editor. She's so imaginative, such a talented writer as well. Follow her AO3 as well.
Oh, yes.
And also, like, a great cosplayer. She's very creative, thinks outside the box, and I think her content is very unique in that sort of aspect. So I definitely do think that you should subscribe to my bestie, please.
Oh, thank you. I, like, never plug myself that much.
Of course.
I really appreciate it.
I know, you're always like, oh, you don't have to subscribe if you don't want to. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're an idiot if you're not subscribing. No, I'm joking. You're not an idiot. You're just slightly not as smart as everyone else who is
You're just a little behind the times, you know?
So yeah, thank you so much again for having me.
It's been such a pleasure, and I've had such a great time, and we gotta do this again. We have to do this again.
Yes. Oh, and by the time this video is out, there will also be a video on my channel where we discuss Disventure Camp crack ships.
Oh,
that'll
yes.
be fun.
Yes, I'm going on Corsa's channel to do a crack ship Disventure Camp tier list, which is going to be so chaotic and fun. And we're also going to be reacting to Disventure Camp All-Stars episode 4 together,
Yay!
which I literally cannot wait for. It's going to be the best. I can't wait. I'm so excited for this episode.
Me too.
Alex main character energy. I'm so ready.
Oh, I have to hold myself back from watching it early.
I know. We're on the same Patreon tier. We get it at the same time now, so
I will do it for the content.
yes, so excited. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you making it all the way to the end of this video. I know this was a really long one, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye! Bye, 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 bye!